Ladies, it's your time to shine with all things fabulous with First for Women on Afternoon Express. For insurance with a host of fabulous benefits, call 0861 11 18 44 or SMS FIRST to 49267.
Today on Afternoon Express, hip-hop Pansula tells of his life in music. This tikka chicken curry is highly recommended. Miss S.A. Liesl Laurie is also the queen of Pictionary. Red lips and smoky eyes are the look for this winter. Indie folk artist Majozi serenades us, plus 70s and 90s sports is the big style statement this season.
Good afternoon and welcome to Afternoon Express right here on SABC3. I'm Bonang Matiba. Thank you so much for tuning in once again this afternoon for another hour of a dose of all things glam. So earlier on today, I sent Jeannie an SMS. I'm like, today on the show, we're going to be chatting winter trends and winter forecasting, and this is how she rocks up at work. I mean, hello.
This is a woolen skirt. This is winter for me.
Really?
But I don't know about you. Every single winter I've got the same problem. In my wardrobe, 50 shades of grey and 50 shades of black, and it's all seriously boring. I mean, I really need help in trying to reinvent the winter.
Yeah, well, that's what we're going to do today. I want to get your wardrobe on fleek, girl. So make sure that you guys don't go anywhere. We are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, we are on Twitter, so do what you need to do and use our hashtag Afternoon Express. But true to form, we do have guests, darling.
We literally have a penthouse full of people today, including the brand new Miss South Africa, as well as HHP and Majozi. How, guys?
Lovely, how are you?
Good to have you.
You're fabulous, man.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
It's what
man.
we do here.
Awesome.
So we're going to be chatting to you guys a little bit later, but first, I know you from Durban, you are going to really, really enjoy this. We have got Bonnie cooking up a seriously hot curry.
Yeah.
Yes, Jeannie, and as you can see, I've got heat in an apron right behind me. Werner. While we chat, Werner's just going to carry on grinding. Joining me in the kitchen is Sally Holderness, product developer for Woolworths. And today she'll be preparing a fragrant rice pilau.
That's right.
Along with a tikka curry.
That's correct.
Now, what I'm really excited about is that I'm finally going to learn how to properly make a basmati rice, because it's like rocket science for me.
Bonnie, it's really not that difficult, and today we're going to show you just how easy it is.
I can't wait, and it all looks so delicious already. And in the meantime, please pop over to our website, www.afternoonexpress.co.za, and get the full shopping list as well as the recipe so you can follow along as we go along. Or just forget that, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And after the break, we have a tete-a-tete with Godfather of Motswako, HHP.
Award-winning rapper HHP, or hip-hop Pansula, is known for his unique style of rapping, mostly in ethnic languages and particularly Setswana. He hails from Mafeking, Northwest, and has topped the charts with his hits like Music and Lights and Boso Kemang.
Our first musical guest needs little introduction. With 15 years solo experience and 8 studio albums, this man is South African hip-hop royalty.
Wow.
HHP,
Very
welcome.
much. Hi, guys. How you doing?
We're good.
Awesome stuff, man.
So your latest album is, of course, marking your 15 years solo career. Motswako High School.
Listen to you.
Motswako.
She's
the
in
mix.
there. She's in there, man. You're in there.
I'm down with this. I'm South African.
Nice one. Nice one. Yeah, man. Well, we just kind of released the album now. We put it on the 31st of December. We wanted like the 1st of January to be marking 15 years of Jabba's career. It's just been an amazing journey, and you know, we're going to be doing it in style. I'm not kind of following convention of going to radio stations. Yeah, I've just released a new album. It's just really like, you know, focused on people who aren't just my fans, they're my fan sisters, you know. So we're kind of planning an entire...
Fan sisters.
Yeah, so we're planning an entire 15 tour, world tour of HHP. We're doing 8 countries in the continent, 4 in Europe and 3 in the US. And yeah, I really want to just usher out, you know, HHP's career, you know, with a bang, because this is really like my last hip hop Pantsula project kind of thing, because I'm going to be moving on to other things musically. I became hip hop Pantsula in the year 2000, just as I broke away from my first group, Verbal Assassins, and I wasn't supposed to have the name hip hop Pantsula. Like my manager just gave it to me, and
it's stuck.
And you're over
stuck,
it now.
you know. And I mean, it's not even I'm over it. It's just like, you know, I feel like the reason why the album is called Musoko High School, I'm kind of in my matric year of music, you know. So I was kind of like, yeah, so I'm graduating into like the tertiary level of music, you know. So that's what I meant.
Okay, I mean, I remember when I was first on radio, which is a good 12, 13, almost 14 years ago. and yeah, I mean, I remember a hip hop and solo playlist on the radio. I mean, you've had such an amazing career. You've done so much. Also recently hosting the Sama Awards.
Oh, that was amazing. Did you see my Kiss with Banang?
Like,
I don't know if that was ever aired.
I don't even know. I don't think they even aired it, you know? I mean,
probably not, but it was, I mean, from what I saw behind the scenes, it was big.
Private things.
But speaking about pictures that made it in public, I'd like to discuss this one.
Yes. Oh, my word.
You've got more moves than a can of worms, my friend.
You know, I really, really loved that entire experience of street camp dancing. That was my first dance. We were doing the jive, and I remember thinking to myself, I was only supposed to be on for one episode, you know. I just thought like a fat guy in tights, you know, kind of embarrass myself, I'll be out of there. But I ended up staying there for the entire thing, you know.
And winning the entire thing.
And I think what's even great is that we're busy working on the movie actually on how I want street camp dancing, you know, based on the story of how I actually didn't want to be on the show. I tried everything in my power.
Is it seriously going to be a movie?
I mean, we're working on it right now. You know, like, we're definitely working on it. I mean, the cast that we're trying to get to play the Patricia Lewis role, who's going to kind of be the focus of the entire thing. Yeah, you'll be very surprised to find out who we're looking for. But yeah, we'll definitely be looking into you guys,
Fantastic. I mean, you know, HHP, you're so successful in everything that you do, different facets of your career. Talking music, you know, you said TV production, Strictly Come Dancing, just in general, hosting music shows. And you came up with the word boss wakimang, which means, you know, who's the boss. But who is the boss in your life, in your personal space?
You know, I'd have to, like, I mean, I think... without being politically correct, I think my son is really my boss right now, because he's 10 years old right now, and you know, I'm a single dad kind of thing, trying to juggle like a career and like family life, you know, homework after school and extramural curriculums and whatnot. And he's really the guy who really dictates what time I go to bed, what time I wake up, what I do in my life. You know, I can honestly just say that he's my boss, you know.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
I love hearing that.
I love that. I really love that. But, you know, around that age as well, you were saying like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, you experienced, you know, bullying. And you recently came out and shared your story about bullying. You're involved with a campaign called I'm Not a Silent Witness. Tell me about that.
A friend of mine, Lection, he's involved in this whole, like, you know, bullying campaign that I saw once posted on his WhatsApp profile. And it kind of reminded me of, like, you know, this whole fight that I'm trying to get my son. I went to an awesome boys' school in Pretoria, boarding school, and I'm trying to get my son into that whole, like, you know, mindset. You know, I'm showing him Spud, and he's like, no, if that's what goes on at boarding school, I don't want to go there because, like, it's bullying, whatever. I'm like, you know, sometimes bullying kind of sharpens your character to some degree, but now, of late, the bullying we've been seeing online and whatnot, it's almost like, you know, to a level where it's a sport, you know, and people kind of enjoy putting it online and watching how you bash this one guy's head in. And I was in an incident one time where I was driving to my mom's house, and just before my mom's house, there's like this high school kind of thing, and there was this massive mob of students attacking this one kid. I mean, according to some of the guys, they're saying like that kid was a bully. I don't know how true that was, but I don't think that should be any way that, you know, things, conflict should be handled at schools. You know, I think if we take our kids to schools, 70% of their time is spent at the school. Teachers should take the responsibility for our kids on and off school grounds and whatnot, you know. So I really feel strongly about this whole bully thing, and I'm really concerned for our kids. And I'm on that whole tip of, like, you know, without being all, like, you know, princey about it. If I see someone bullying someone else, I'm gonna slap you for real.
Yeah. You know what? You are such a remarkable guy, and I think your son has got so much to be proud of with you as a father.
Thank you very much.
You really are such a great dad.
Well, thank you so much, HHP, for
being here, for being
so successful, being such an inspiration, you know, and all your work with the bullying campaign. Really
and just for the camera,
okay, cool. So you want to kind of do a little twerk thing, but like this, I think rather let's wait for the curry to kind of get cooked.
Let's do that.
Speaking about that curry, let's go and see how Bunny's doing in the kitchen.
Awesome. I love me some HHP. So we're ready to start the recipe, cooking. Again, Sally, welcome to the show. It's great to have you here. And our hottie Wagner.
Thank you very much.
So you're going to be chopping the chicken.
Yes, I am. Absolutely.
Yes, he's going to be helping out.
So
okay, so Vanna, if you can cut that into 5 chunks. Actually, the word for tikka in Indian means chunk. So if you can cut that into 5 chunks. Cutting on a perspex board, obviously, just in terms of your health and safety, that's a much better option than wood for chicken. So we're going to be adding a good chunk of butter into the pan. Okay. There's going sizzling.
Is butter favourable?
Yes, butter, always in Indian cooking, butter is favourable. So they would usually use ghee, which is clarified butter, but butter works just as well.
And can I use any other protein apart from chicken?
Absolutely.
If I'm vegetarian?
For vegetarian food, they would usually use paneer, which is a type of Indian cheese. So you could use that. You could use prawns if you like prawns. That works really well in a tikka. So Vanna's got our chicken there. So we're just going to brown off our chicken. So Vanna, if you can add that to the pot.
No problem.
Oh, well
key to browning the chicken is the butter works really well for browning. And a non-stick pot is also fantastic.
Right, so as a product developer,
yes.
Which part of the process would you come into?
We look at trends and we travel the world looking for new products. For example, for this range, we traveled to India. We've got a consultant in Delhi who's got a restaurant in Delhi. He's a guru, yeah. So we traveled to India and we worked with him in his kitchen, in his fine dining restaurant.
To develop the sauce.
And we developed our recipes, yes.
It smells absolutely amazing.
Oh, it's really lovely. It's obviously got a lot of fragrant spice in it, being a tikka.
Yeah. Now, so I had this idea in my head that tikka curry is quite mild, because I like my curries quite hot. But I was able to add chili to that as
Absolutely, yeah. A tikka curry, traditionally in India, is quite hot, but South African curries are quite tempered for the South African palate, yeah. So you could just add a bit of chili.
Right, fantastic.
Powdered dry chili works really well.
Fantastic.
And at which part of the process would you add the chili now?
You could add it now, you could add it when you add the sauce. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is just about ready. It's going to be nice and brown.
Amazing already.
Chicken frying in butter is a lovely thing. Okay,
Brilliant.
So just a bit about this. Obviously, for cooking an Indian curry generally would be seriously labour-intensive. Lots of steps, lots of shopping, huge ingredient list. But we've taken all that work out, and we've done a cooking sauce, which we've just launched.
Sounds like my kind
Very
of
easy
right?
bachelor food. Very quick, it's ready in 15 minutes. So you literally just fry off your chicken, 3 to 4 minutes. And a non-stick pan's great because otherwise browning chicken's a bit of a nightmare. It does stick to the bottom of the pan.
I really can't believe how easy this is.
And you add your sauce, like so. Not much to that. Okay. So we're going to add that to the pot.
I also like how you kept the chicken pieces quite big.
Very nice.
I like it when it's chunky like that.
They'll cook down a little bit in the pot.
Look at
so you can smell all those spices now.
This is some serious winter comfort food.
Absolutely, yeah. Perfect for winter. The more you eat, the warmer you get. Okay, so we're going to leave that now. We're going to add some cream to that just at the end, but we're going to just put the lid on for now. And the key to a really lovely curry is making it in advance. So you could make that perfect for entertaining. You can make it the day before your guests come.
Yes.
Just cook off the chicken, put in the sauce, and leave it to just absorb the flavour. And
so it's good for it to stand.
Absolutely, yeah. Curry is always better the second day because the flavours just develop.
Oh, awesome.
So we can leave it like that, and we're just going to cook that off for about 10 minutes or so, and then we're going to add some cream.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yes.
And don't forget to go to the website www.afternoonexpress.co.za to get the ingredients and the full recipe. And for now, we're going to pop over to Jeannie and see what's cooking in her lamp. And we're going to come back later for the next step of the recipe.
Yes.
Coming up after the break, we chat to the brand new and beautiful Miss South Africa, Liesl Laurie, and we give you a little lip with the latest winter makeup trends.
Right now, winter makeup is smoking hot, and our brand new Miss SA Liesl Laurie is unbeatable at Pictionary. So we put her to the test.
Welcome back. It's so good to have you back. And we're still here serving it to you hot and sometimes half naked, as you're about to find out. And still with us in the studio is indie rock star, Majozi.
Thank you, G.
Are you having fun?
I love this place. Thank you so much for having me. Yeah.
Absolute pleasure.
Can't wait for your performance later.
Thank you.
But for now, crowned Miss South Africa 2015, just over a month ago, joining us is elegant and beautiful Liesl Laurie.
Oh, wow, look at that.
She loved me. Thank you.
Now, I wish
he's
you
such a
wish...
gentleman.
I think you wish you could be escorted like that every day. We actually keep them in a storeroom downstairs and file them according to bench press weight.
You look gorgeous.
Thank you.
And congratulations once again.
Thank you so much.
Here's a very naughty question.
Okay.
Now, Miss South Africa is a very grueling competition and it's one of the most coveted crowns in the country. Did you ever wish that someone would fall?
Cheeky.
Wow, buddy. In actual fact, we grew together as sisters throughout the whole competition. I remember one of the chaperones actually saying that we were the closest group they've ever been with. So, as sisters, you do sometimes wish that, you know, she's annoying you. But on stage, I won't necessarily wish that somebody would fall or necessarily hurt themselves. But we did get on each other's nerves like sisters and siblings would.
Now, what was the actual process to becoming Miss South Africa? Is this something that you coveted and you had your eye on this prize for so many years, or was it just something you wanted to do?
Well, when I was 13, I watched Claudia Henkel being crowned, and she was like super tall.
Yeah.
And I remember saying to my mom, I wish I grow that tall one day. I didn't reach it though, but I think I did pretty well. And while doing other pageants for me was mainly about getting the things that I needed from it. Like when I was 19, I did Miss Soweto because I needed a bursary and I needed a car. And okay, unfortunately I didn't win, but all the responsibilities and everything that I got from that helped me obviously to prepare myself for Miss South Africa and everything the rest of my life.
You grew up in El Dorado Park.
Correct.
Well, I grew up just around the corner from there in Pimville. Have you been to Pimville?
Yes, I attended UJ at Soweto campus, so that's in Pimville.
Oh yeah, right there. And recently you took a nostalgic look back at your hometown or your home.
They must have loved having you back at home.
They did.
Was it amazing?
It was phenomenal. I actually burst into tears at one point because I didn't expect the welcome that I received. The streets were literally closed off. Nobody could go in or out, but everyone was just rejoicing and they were super happy to have me back home. And I was super excited to be back home.
And did you remember any childhood friends, anyone from back in the day?
Yes, it was so amazing to see so many people that was a part of my life growing up. Like my drum majorette trainer was in the crowd, my drummy friends.
Who else was in the crowd?
Friends.
Because, I mean, having a look at that picture, there's a few other...
looks notoriously familiar.
He's doing his move again.
Double HP.
He's jive.
Oh, I see him there. I think I might have seen him on the day too.
On the Miss South Africa website, it says that out of hobbies, it lists one of your hobbies as a champion at board games.
Yes.
How good are you really?
I think I'm pretty good. My mom would tell you otherwise, but she's not here now, so yeah, I'm the champion.
Okay, any favourites in particular?
Rummy Cub
Okay.
and 30 Seconds. That's like the family favourites. We play it every other week, and I do win at least.
Can I just say, I'm the 30 seconds queen.
Oh, no. We're going to fight over this. I am so good at 30 seconds. Okay, but our hunks have brought us some Pictionary. We've got Seppa over there bringing us some Pictionary. But hi, boys. Okay, so this is how it's going to work.
Okay.
There is your Pictionary card. You've got a list of things on the card, and you have to draw them in a couple of seconds and we have to guess.
You have to guess.
We have to guess. And no, you've got to guess.
It's a team effort.
Sit here with me, Majozi. I'm going to need your smart brain next to me to try and guess exactly what she's drawing.
Okay, so, let's hope she can draw well.
Let's hope she can draw.
Shoo.
Okay.
Shucks.
So 15 seconds a word, hey?
15 seconds a word? Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay. No pressure, but your time starts now. Start drawing.
She can't speak.
Come
Yeah,
to South Africa. You can't speak.
Yeah.
Just draw.
Okay. A crown.
Miss South Africa.
Mr. South Africa.
Pageants. Beauty.
Mountains.
Hey, it's not charades. You've got to draw it.
Toddlers and tiaras.
First princess. The crown.
What? First princess.
Tiara.
Tiara. Okay, you got it.
Smiley face.
Happy
Smiley face. Happy.
Pharrell Williams.
Head. Pharrell Williams.
Head.
Head over heels.
Did you see these?
No. This is legit.
Rectangle.
No. I really don't know how to do this one.
A power station.
A dragon.
No. A butterfly.
No.
Goddess.
Dynamite. Fireworks. Castle.
Okay, you are losing this.
Yeah, I am. I'm so disappointed in myself at this point.
Batman.
Okay, I can't do
Okay,
it.
your time is up, Miss South Africa. Sorry for you. But,
Well done, well done. You guys got them right away.
Batman. Well done, Bonnie. Well done.
okay, we're going to cross to Penang now and see exactly what she's up to.
So obviously Liesl's drawing skills aren't that good, but shout out to Miss South Africa. Thank you so much for coming through to the studio today. Somebody who knows all about having magic hands is our makeup artist this afternoon, Renee, who's here to tell us all about 2015 winter makeup trends. Thank you so much for coming through to Afternoon Express. I'm very excited. Anybody that knows me knows I live and love makeup. So what is it all about? Lips, right, Renee? Let's start with that trend.
Well, we noticed on the runway there was a lot of different shades of reds. There were plums, and this in particular is quite a dark aubergine color. There were also like bitten lips and different shades of red. And you'll see I've really emphasized the Cupid's bow, which is also a bit of a trend at the moment. And then I like a bit of the old red lip, which I love to rock from time to time. So it's different shades of red lip depending on your coloring.
Fantastic.
Basically.
And let's move over this way to the eyes. We know all about the lips. What is happening with our eyes this winter 2015?
We saw a lot of sort of geometric lines and quite heavy smoky eyes, very heavily contoured eyes and quite dark into the brow. This particular look is the chocolate brown, which is also a huge trend. And then you'll see on the eyelid, I've incorporated a bit of metallic, which is also a huge trend with the chocolate brown eye.
Fantastic. But Renee, I mean, we see all these trends on the runway. How do we adapt all the trends that we see on the catwalk in our day-to-day lives?
There's certain things that you can't carry off, and you also have to sort of take into consideration your age, your job. But you can put a pop of metallic on the inner corner of the eye, for instance, and you can tone down the red.
Fantastic. And talking about red lips, colored lips, how do you choose a perfect red tone for your skin tone?
It's about different seasons, different textures. So if it's a matte red lip that's in, you can do a blue undertone, a warm undertone, orange tone. At the moment, it's more a blue undertone.
Fantastic. So experiment, have fun
Absolutely.
with the makeup. That's what it's all about. That's our makeup artist today, our expert, Renee. Thank you very much for coming through to the studio today and telling us what we need to be doing winter 2015. Hopefully we helped you out a little bit more, ladies. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know which one of these trends you'll be rocking. Tag us right now on Twitter at Afternoon Chat. And you can also use our official hashtag Afternoon Express. Well, that's it when it comes to fashion, beauty, makeup. Let's see what's cooking with Jeannie in the kitchen.
So from chilly red lips and smoky eyes to steaming hot chicken and smoky, fragrant rice, this already smells delicious and you haven't even done anything with it.
Absolutely, the spices.
So it's called pilau.
Pilau, that's right.
Pilau.
Yes, yes.
Okay, and this is an incredibly fragrant, beautiful rice that'll be paired with our curry.
Yes, very classic for Indian food is to serve it with a pilau rice.
Okay.
And the spices can vary depending on the region or recipe. Everyone has a different pilau rice with different spices.
Excellent, so let's get cooking.
Okay.
And I mean, it's not a silly question asking why we have baby food.
That comes later.
Is this for you, baby?
It's not for me, although I would take it. I love baby food.
The man go.
Okay, so with the rice,
So onto
let's
the
keep it
pilau
cool.
rice. Okay, so once again, Indian food, a good knob of butter into your pan.
Butter in there.
Okay.
Could you ever add too much?
No.
Okay, I love butter
No
in
problem.
cooking.
And we're going to add just a little bit of canola oil just to stop the butter from burning. It prevents the butter from burning. Okay, so that's melted in there. Vanna, can you pass me a spatula? A wooden
Absolutely,
spatula
yes.
from there. That's
There we
it.
go.
Thank you very much.
I'm glad you know what that was.
I had to think of it, but I got it.
So there's our batter. Now we're going to just add our spices. So you kind of go by feel. A little bit of mustard seed, a little bit of cinnamon stick. Fragrant. You can leave it whole, it's fine. And green cardamom, my favourite.
That is
beautiful.
so delish.
And you can leave those whole as well, so the flavours will all integrate. Okay. So there are spices in there. We're going to leave our spices in there just for a couple of minutes, just to heat through, and that releases their fragrance. So you don't want to burn them, obviously. Just till they start sizzling and the mustard seeds almost start to pop.
Oh.
That's your signal. Okay, so flavours are integrating.
You can smell that.
It smells delicious, yeah.
What is the
Indian
secret
spices.
to not letting your fragrant rice overwhelm the flavours in your curry?
You just go by feel. I mean, you get to learn what flavors you like and nothing too strong. So we've used green cardamom, which is very fragrant. There's a black cardamom that's very strong, so you'd never use that in a pilau rice. Okay, next step, and this is critical, basmati rice. I know that Bonnie's terrified of basmati rice, but it's really not so scary, and this is a very easy way to cook it. The first thing is spend money on basmati rice. Don't buy a cheap one because you're never going to win. It'll have a lot of starchy kind of flour on it, and that makes the rice very stodgy.
All right.
The second tip is to rinse it really well. So rinse it till it runs clear and there's no starch left in the water, and then preferably soak it for about an hour. Okay? When I make basmati rice, I generally just whack it in the water and put water over it and cook it, and then steam it for a long time afterwards. So if you haven't got time, just cook it for a short time till it's almost cooked through, put it in a sieve and steam it. That's also another way of getting the right basmati rice. So we're just going to fry off the rice, just get it coated in the oil there. And the butter coating the rice obviously gives it lovely flavour, but it also separates the grains and it stops it from getting starchy as well.
Right, okay.
So there we are, that's just going to sizzle away. Okay, doesn't need too long, you just basically need to coat it. Okay, that's that. Then the next step is to add your water, always boiling water. That's your best way of cooking basmati rice, is to add boiling water. And you'll add probably about double the amount of water to rice. Okay. If you're nervous, just add a little less, because you can always add more at the end of the cooking time.
I'm always nervous about soggy rice, especially when it comes to basmati. So.
Okay, and then importantly, just get the rice covered, but no stirring. Stirring means that the rice grains break up and you get that starchiness again, which will make the rice really stodgy.
Hey, that's a good tip.
And then just leave it, okay? We're going to cover it, like so. And just leave it for about 15 minutes, okay? No stirring. And then it should have absorbed all the water and it'll be really fluffy and have a beautiful sheen from the butter, and all the fragrant spices would have developed.
Delicious. I'm salivating already.
And then...
what do we serve it with? I mean, look at all this.
Okay, so the first thing we serve it with is with our curry, which I need to get Vanna onto quickly, is to warm our rotis.
Right.
Okay.
Give it to me, I'll do it.
These are fabulous. These are our Woolies all butter rotis. They're made with just fresh butter, and they're handmade. And they're made in a paratha style, so lots of lamination of the dough and the butter, and folded and wrapped, and then hand fried. They are absolutely wicked and beautiful. They come out really soft. So I'm going to give this to Vanna. If you can take those.
I had no idea they were handmade.
Wrap them in a stack.
So all of them at the same time?
All of them at the same time.
Okay.
And just fold them up in foil.
Okay.
And then you're going to pop those in the oven for about 10 minutes at 150, and they're just going to warm through.
Now, how's our curry doing? What's happening in there?
Our curry is fabulous. It's been sitting, so the flavours have all absorbed into the chicken. Okay.
Tasty.
Now, Jeannie, our last step is just to add the cream. Okay. Once you've added the cream, you can warm it on a low heat, but you don't want to boil it because then it could curdle. Okay, so we're going to add our cream. Great for the hips.
It's not so bad for the hips. Come on, it's delicious.
Yeah, it's bad for the hips.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, so
Happy
we're just going to stir that through.
Skinny hips.
And then just before serving, we're going to put it on a low heat and just warm it up slightly. Okay, so that's already there. I'm going to put that there. And we're going to cover it like so.
Now, obviously, presentation is everything. So is that with coriander? And I'm assuming that's onions and almonds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so just to add different levels of flavour to your pilau rice and to make it look really fancy when you serve it, you can plate your pilau rice. What we've done is we fried off some thinly sliced onion in butter. Also just give it a little bit of browning and it makes it really sweet. And we're going to add that to the top just as a little kind of pretty addition to the pilau rice, and it's really great for the flavour. And then we've also toasted some flaked almonds always.
Ooh, these are great. Well, you guys look like you've got this all under control. And you know what they say, if you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. Over to you, Bonnie.
Oops, sorry, I was so distracted there. Just when I thought I escaped the heat in the kitchen, I bumped into some heat of another kind, body heat. So you guys can keep your winter trends.
But if you're watching right now, let us know what you think of our hunks, Tepo and Pirta. You can find us on Instagram or Twitter or whatever. Just find us. Use our hashtag Afternoon Express. But after the break, we do have an awesome performance courtesy of Majozi and Talking Fashion, telling you what you can look forward to winter 2015. All that and more right here on Afternoon Express. Straight up to the break. Don't move.
Next up, Durban's folk music artist Majozi has a tune for us, and we look at how to get that 60s winter look without breaking the bank.
Welcome back. It's Afternoon Express only on SABC3. Now, for most of us, our winter wardrobes tend to get quite dull and boring, but never fear, we have trend fashion analyst Anya Hubert here to help us with that. Now, for most people, a coat is a coat is a coat, and a scarf is a scarf is a scarf. How can we reinvent these trends that we've been seeing over the past few years in fashion?
Okay, cool. I'm going to talk you through basically the latest catwalk shows that have been happening internationally and the standout themes that came from those shows.
Yeah.
So we're going to start off with modern military. It's obviously like not a new theme, but what reinvented to make it relevant for 2015.
Of course, we've seen a lot of military. So how is the season different?
Basically two directions. The one direction is like a utility chic, very pared back kind of minimalistic looks. It's all about luxury fabrics. And then there's other more like cheeky, kind of a bit more fun, like a revolutionary type rebellious spirit. And Marc Jacobs did this very well, rounding the look off with like little neckerchiefs and berets.
Now, that is gorgeous. What is that?
That's a trend called true romance. Also has kind of two directions. The one is a very light and pretty look with like lots of maxi dresses, lots of surface detail, lots of sheers, a lot of interest created through like pleating. And then we move on to the more dark Victorian side of things, where it is a bit more covered up, but still sexy because of the sheer detailing. Then we have...
Oh, that's my best. I love these little crops and little cutaways.
Beautiful. It's something that Celine's very like famous for. It's a very minimalistic look. This season, it's kind of reinvented slightly with lots of cutouts creating interest. And what's very important here is more kind of tonal dressing and interest created through like fabrics like brushed wools. Yeah,
so basically what I'm wearing, I'm completely on trend at the moment.
We'll get to metallics. And then the sports active theme this season also gets reinvented. There's still a bit of a like 90s undertone with the like at Rag & Bone you see the little slip dresses and like an oversized puffer.
Lacoste often does that sporty
They
chic.
do, but they're very on trend this season because they've gone a bit like the whole vintage sports theme is very relevant. So they like right on point with kind of something that they do anyway. And then diagonal stripes and stripes on the sides of trousers is really key. Then we have our bohemian trend for the season, where I think what updates it the best is all the fringing. You're literally going to see fringing on everything. Knitwear, jackets, dresses, skirts.
At the moment, I've got a tassel on everything, on a pair of boots, on a handbag. Give me more tassels, give me more fringes.
Yeah, this is like the trend for that. And then a very sweet one is a future retro. It's all about 60s silhouettes and playful prints onto like shift dresses, make a real statement. And then obviously like the A-line silhouette being key here.
What are the standout details?
Well, I love, what stands out for me is the layering. Winter is all about layering, but what makes it look really new and fresh this season is like almost an elongated layer. You see the Man Repeller, I found that off her Instagram account. That kind of like longer length underneath a jacket, like playing with your proportions. And also then what you can add to that is almost playing with like fabrics and prints and just creating a lot of layered interest. And then lastly, just a couple of like standout colors, navy being key, pairing it with black.
A lot of people are quite scared to play with colour in winter though, but how bold can you go with colour?
Well, that's what's so cool about the look there, the third one you're seeing, where and that's looking very exciting for winter, especially because it's like all about bright colours and the combination of unexpected colour combinations. Dior did it for Summer 15, where he paired bright pink with lime green, and that was kind of like, he was almost the one that started that trend, and it's like just getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Colour blocking moment.
Exactly, but with separates. So your top, it's not on the same garment, it's just a top and a skirt, but it's like not colours that you would normally put together. Yeah, and then lastly, tonal dressing. So whether it's pine greens or greys, that's also like something that's really on trend.
Thank you so much for chatting to us. Okay. I wish I could keep you in my wardrobe every day.
Thanks.
All right, let's see what Bonang is up to in the kitchen.
A big thank you to Anya and Julie D. So, ladies, we know exactly how to look come winter, right? Let us know which one of those looks you absolutely loved right now on Twitter. You can tag us at Afternoon Chat and make sure you use our official hashtag Afternoon Express. But we're back in the kitchen right now with Sally. We saw how easy it was earlier on, obviously, to make the curry and the rice. What is next?
Okay, next up is a mango lassi. But first, you remind me that the rotis are in the oven.
Yeah.
Anna, can I ask you to get them out? They should be all soft and buttery by now.
Yum. Yum, like perfect comfort food, right?
Yes,
and it's so amazing how everything is so quick and easy to put together.
Yes.
I'm dying to see what all of this is.
All right. So a little surprise ingredient. Obviously, if you've got mangoes in season, you can peel them, gets a bit sticky, but you can have fresh mangoes and use that as your base for your lassi. Or if mangoes are not in season or you don't have the time, you could use our fresh.
Clever!
Favorite.
I love that. It's already pureed, ready to go.
Absolutely. It's the most amazing product. It literally is just fresh fruit. It's got a hermetic seal for baby so that it keeps safe. So I'm just going to cut that off.
Okay.
Okay, and this is just super, super easy. In India, they use lassis as a digestive drink.
Okay.
So the spices are obviously good for your digestion and... Yeah, they would, and the yogurt is as well, so they would use that as a digestive.
For anybody that's watching this, obviously, this is sort of like a smoothie. Would you have it any time of the day? Is it breakfast? Is it lunch? Is it dessert?
South Africans would drink it as almost like a dessert, I suppose. But we would also, in the Western world, you'd make a lassi to temper down the chili of a really hot Indian meal.
All right.
It puts the fire out.
All right, Sally, that's why you're here.
That's all a bit mushy. But all lovely, and you can smell the mango flavour, amazing mango flavour. So now that we've got that, we're just going to add a bit of double cream yogurt. More cream.
Also
Indian.
one of my favourites, for sure.
Can you substitute that with anything else? Can you use ice
could
cream
use,
or maybe...
Yeah, I suppose you could use ice cream if you want. Absolutely. I mean, why not?
So it's a milkshake. I like that.
Absolutely. In India, you would use part water, part kefir, which is a type of a culture, really.
Love it.
So we're just going to add some of that double cream yogurt, nice and thick.
How many
into that
teaspoons of that do you have?
You would use, depends on what you're using, but generally half mango, half double cream yogurt. That should do it, I think. So we're going to leave that there. And then we add just a little bit of milk, just to thin it. So if you like a thick lassi, then you wouldn't thin it too much. So we're just going to add a little bit of that. Okay.
So that's completely up to you. You want it thick, you want it smooth, you want it...
And if you like sweet lassis first, before you do that, you know, we're going to add some of this beautiful green cardamom that Vanna's ground for us.
Oh yeah, I worked hard for that in the beginning.
Good job. Nice and fine.
I was trying to figure out why your arms are so strong.
I was just doing.
And beautiful to smell that. Oh, it's just so fabulous.
It smells amazing. One of my favourite smells, absolutely. Yeah, very fragrant. So we're going to add just a bit of that. Also, just however much you like. So if you like green cardamom, just go wild. It's very good for your digestion. So there we go. That should do it.
And then we can finally put this...
You can put the lid on.
Yep.
And you can give it a good blitz.
A good blitz.
A good blitz, yeah.
Okay.
Keep your hand on in case.
I'll keep my hand on.
Okay, this is the go button.
I'm a fashion girl.
Well, you're doing very well. You're doing very well.
All right, let's stop it there, Sally. I think that's more than enough.
That should be enough. Okay. Now, the key is to taste. Obviously, always in cooking, you can taste it. In India, believe it or not, they use salt in their lassis, which is quite, it's quite foreign for South Africans. Yes. So they would usually add a little bit of salt.
Okay.
Oh, delicious.
But if you're not into that kind of exotic stuff, then you can just add a bit of sugar. So I'm going to add
I like
salt,
the exotic, so add a bit of salt. I like that.
And another one just for luck.
All right.
Beautiful, thick, delicious. You could add some ice into this.
Incredible. And there you go, a mango lassi.
Lovely.
Sally, you are quite, I mean, you know what? Amazing. Vanna, thank you so much for everything. Our dinner is ready, but we're going to plate it up a little bit later. But do not forget, if you want any of the recipes or the information, just log on to our website, www.afternoonexpress.co.za. Majozi is still coming up. He's firing up for an amazing performance straight after the break. Make sure you don't move. More sassiness coming up right here on SABC3, straight after the break. Welcome back to Afternoon Express. In case you just tuned in, you're on SABC3 just in time for a performance courtesy of a self-taught guitarist all the way from Durban. His name is Majozi, and it's folk music like you've never heard before. Now, what I have heard about you, sir, is that you used to work in a bank and then, you know, you flipped the script and into music. Why that decision?
I just got given the opportunity to go and study music, and yeah, just one thing led to another, and a very generous people in my life. So yeah, that's basically what happened.
And I mean, you ended up opening for, you know, so many amazing artists, Lumineers, Matthew Moore. How were those, you know, kinds of experiences? And after leaving the banking industry, did you think you'd be, you know, that big or that successful?
No, not at all. Like, it's just so cool being able to work with people like the Lumineers, you know, international bands and local big bands like Mango Groove, and just learn a lot from them and see what they've experienced in their journey. And I'm still young, I'm still learning, and I'm really enjoying it, yeah.
So would you say those musicians are your inspiration?
Yeah, for sure, definitely, yeah.
All right. Well, I hope you're ready. He's going to be performing a brand new song called Darling from his brand new EP. And let us know, do you love it? Do you love it, or do you really, really love it? Majozi, thank you once again for being here. Take it away.
Thank you.
I've been searching for your love, only to find it's been staring right in front of me, right where I could see. Sometimes life tastes just like a bitter pill, hard to swallow, but easy when I'm full of you and all those things you do. And you can call me babe and I'll call you darling. If that's alright with you, it's fine by me. And I will play guitar
amazing high five. That was fantastic. Thank you so much, Majozi. That was really, really beautiful. I think I found my new favorite South African artist. What a lovely way to wrap up and close up the show. But before we go, we need to wrap things up in the kitchen with Bonnie. But before we do that, let us know what you thought of Majozi right here on the Afternoon Express. Use our official hashtag Afternoon Express and tag us Afternoon Chat. Bonnie, how's it looking there?
What a heartwarming performance. I can't think of any other way to round off the evening. Sally, thank you so much. It smells absolutely divine and I can't wait to taste it.
Great pleasure.
And you made it look so simple.
It's simple. It's very easy.
I'm so making it. You do the honors. He
Thanks,
does the heavy
Bernard.
lifting around here. Dinner is served.
Yay! Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's do this.
Buddy, earlier, rice was your weakness. How, I mean, is it edible?
I'll come to your house and I'll make basmati.
No, I'm sure a lot of thanks to you.
She's got it waxed.
Okay, good. And thank you so much for your amazing performance.
Thank you very much.
Where can audiences find you if they want to watch any of your gigs?
Well, you can go to my website, www.majozi.co.za, and see what I'm doing, what I'm up to, what's happening in the future. And it's got my Twitter links and my Facebook link and my Instagram link, and we can be friends and just, chat.
Okay.
We love
I'll
that.
follow you.
Cool. Awesome. That'll be cool. Yeah.
Now, I'm Portuguese and I'm a feeder, okay?
Do it, darling. While you do that, I want to thank everybody at home for tuning into Afternoon Express right here on SABC3. To all our amazing guests, to Majozi, Double HP, who was here earlier on, and our beautiful brand new Miss South Africa, Liesl. Sally, for all the... Ciao! Thank you very, very much. It looks divine. I can't wait to take in. From myself, Bonang, Jeannie, and of course, Bonnie, we can't wait to be back right here on Afternoon Express with you tomorrow. From all of us here in studio, good evening and happy eating. Mwah! Mwah! Bye!
Right. And now we break bread with friends.
Tomorrow on the Afternoon Express Mother's Day menu, we have actress, author and single mom KCB Dolan. A 60-minute pork roast. Gifts your mother will love. Soccer mom and model Sonia Booth reinvents herself as an author. Cindy Nell has time-saving beauty tips for moms on the go. And we have the hottest movie releases for this weekend.
Join us next time for more fabulous fun inspired by First for Women on Afternoon Express. For an insurance quote, call 0861 11 18 44 or SMS FIRST to 49267.